Oh man, oh man, oh man. Hold on here. Okay.
Shout out to my people. This is Ed McMahon, rolling slow through the suburbs in an unmarked van. I ran the strip in the 80s, brought big fat checks to the ladies. When I showed up at their door, they would start screaming like crazy. Raked it in hand over fist, was on the VIP list. I was a verbal gunslinger, and my shots never missed. But now the bills have come due, and my credit score's whacked. So I'm hitting up the winners to get my checks back. Hi, Ed McMahon. Remember I gave you that big check? I'd like to have that check back. I'm having some stuff would help a lot. Just a little bit.
Not too many people even have seen part 2, so I'm going to just go ahead and play part 2. Not that it helps our case.
Those crazy kids are right. I got a similar story. When I retired, I was famous. I had money and glory. Bought a house for $6 million. I thought nothing could touch me. Until my credit went south and debt started to crush me. Next thing I know, instead of playing gin rummy, I was scrambling just to make ends meet. It wasn't funny. Got a bump from the media chumps, but that was temporary. Life with bad credit was scary, so I got wise. I may have fallen, but I got back up. Now I'm back on attack, like a ninja swinging nunchucks. I told the haters, go on, take a hike. It's my show now, and I can do what I like. F to the R, please, people. I know how to spell it. I hit their website up, and now I'm here to tell it. Head to the Mac, to the man with the plan, to go and get my Mac mojo back again.
All right, a whole whopping 2 people here. Hey, Voynich, Brian, and Salted Cedar. So make that 3 if you're still around. Anyway, I hope you guys can hear me. My grandson is sleeping just a few feet away from me, and he's taking a nap. And it took me a couple hours to get him to lay down for a nap. He didn't want to lay down, but he is laying down. Hopefully, he doesn't wake up anytime soon, so I can talk to you guys and gals. Let me know in the chat if audio and video is good, and we'll go from there. Thanks for joining me. Okay, you can hear me fine. That's good. All right. So let me pull up something here to show you what's going on here with this Ed McMahon effect and the latest. So I'm going to pull up Snopes here, and all right, hold on. Let's see in the news. I'm going to pull up in the news here. Okay, nope, that's not the way I want to do it. Hold on, Ed McMahon. Yeah, Ed McMahon. Check. Okay. When I checked this yesterday, I'm gonna put it just like I did. Ed McMahon and his big check. Okay. All right. Well, yesterday when I did this, every one of these for pages after pages were Snopes, Mandela effect, Ed McMahon, and Publishers Clearinghouse. Okay, so here's the article that they put out just 5 days ago. Oh, and looking at the date, happy birthday to my dad. He is 74 or something like that today. Anyway, all right. So here is the article that Snopes put out just out of the blue. Okay, this is kind of actually strange because Snopes normally puts out articles based on what's trendy, what's popular at the moment. And I haven't, I haven't seen where Ed McMahon has been popular or trendy lately. But anyway, so they put this out saying here are several reasons why so many Americans think they remember entertainer Ed McMahon working for Publishers Clearinghouse, and they go on, blah 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 blah. It says there is no evidence that McMahon ever worked for Publishers Clearinghouse. He was, however, a spokesperson for a company that nobody's ever heard of, American Family Publishers. Imagine that. In old television commercials for American Family Publishers, bull crap. The word publishers appeared much smaller than American Family, perhaps because the company knew that so many American households had confused the two brands, believing McMahon worked for the competition. There's so many stupid backstories that don't make sense. Entertainer Ed McMahon was never a spokesperson for Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. However, there appears to be a large number of Americans who believe that he was. This is an example of false memory known as the Mandela effect. All right, I think Brian's already read this. Anyway, so another thing I want to bring up before I move on, showing what else is going on, just for reference, so you know, where did giant novelty checks come from? Hint, the Nazis. So isn't it amazing how almost every freaking single Mandela effect has some kind of a German Nazi, German or Nazi attachment to it? It's so fucking weird. Sorry for the F word. But anyway, so apparently the Nazis were the first ones to come out with the giant novelty checks, as you see there in the picture, and the Mandela affected logo for the Nazis. But you just can't make this stuff up, folks. And of course, it has here about the Publishers Clearing House, and all that good stuff. So anyway, thank you, Nazis. I'm telling you, we are still in a war with the Nazis. They're fighting interdimensionally or magically, supernaturally somehow. And, this world is becoming a world where the Nazis won World War II, not us and our allies. Anyway, so Snopes put out this ridiculous hit piece on the Mandela effect, because that's what it is, like many others, that the Ed McMahon never worked for PCH, but everybody's memory is of him working for PCH, Publisher Clearinghouse, and that there's nobody I've ever met that remembers American Family Publishers. So it's just unbelievable that they expect us to believe we're just misremembering. All right, so since they put out this article, it has sent people that had probably no idea what the Mandela effect was into a frenzy of what is it? What's going on? And yes, my memory does match that Ed McMahon worked for PCH. So they are diving into it deep, folks. I'm going to show you how deep, because my numbers have jumped up thousands and thousands, hits on my on my YouTube. I would be live on my main channel right now if I didn't have a strike, so I can't go live right now. Sorry. So I'm not on YouTube right now. We've got a few more people in here. Thank you for joining us. All right, so if you put in Ed McMahon Clearinghouse commercial, or any, or PCH, whatever, in YouTube, you're going to get a lot of videos, and they're all getting hits. This one's got 50,000, 19,000. Okay, one day ago, 1.6. We're going to check this one out real quick. One day, and it's got almost 2,000 views. I've got some that have I've gotten 5,000 views in 2 days on one Ed McMahon video. It's crazy. Oops.
Assist Diabetics just sent me all this cash. All I have to do.
Mrs. Abruzzo, I'm Ed McMahon, and we're signing up people for... Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
My friends, I gotta hit you with some truth. The entertainer Ed McMahon never worked for Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yes, he did.
Never showed up at the doorsteps of people handing them out
he
these
did.
big checks. He was never in any of these commercials. This is a false memory experienced by myself and many other people, and as you know, it is a Mandela effect.
Miss Murphy, Ed McMahon, we're starting up... No.
Dreams really do
Be
come
it
true.
the...
Now, clips of that commercial show people generally being excited for Ed McMahon to show up at their door, and although he's offering some complete other product, they're excited in the sense like they're about to have their lives changed and like they're gonna win something big. Now, why would that be? When in fact, Ed McMahon never handed out checks and never was associated with Publishers Clearinghouse, never had his face printed on the...
Your 90-year-old grandma could make a video on this subject right now and put it out, and it's gonna go viral. I mean, everybody that has Ed McMahon Mandela effect videos is getting a boost right now because there are some new people in town interested in this situation.
Envelopes, as so many people remember. And those envelopes are a big one too, my friends. A lot of people think they remember seeing like a drawing of Ed McMahon, like an outline of him on these envelopes for Publishers Clearinghouse, when in fact that never actually happened. Do you remember seeing one of these envelopes? A lot of people talk about a commercial from 1994 where McMahon actually shows up and hands a woman a check, actually presents it to her. However, many people have gone out on the internet and searched for that video and they cannot find it. They don't seem to believe that it exists after looking for it.
Oh,
There's
that
also
means
a
it
clip
never existed, huh? Plenty of things get scrubbed from the internet, dude.
from the Golden Girls. There's a clip, you'll see Betty White, you'll see they're getting all excited, they get a phone call like they won something, and then they talk about Ed McMahon as if culture made these references in multiple places that he was the guy that would bring these big...
Well, why do you think they would do that? Because it was the reality we knew. My goodness.
big checks and let you know that you won all this money. Check it out.
What? I'm one of the winners of the Publishers Clearinghouse? Ed McMahon
That volume sounds pretty low to me. I don't know if it's low to y'all.
wants to see me right away?
And that's only one thing. There was references that are found in Roseanne, Who's the Boss, Boy Meets World, and other shows and such forth from the time and the era in which people mention Ed McMahon as if he was the guy who brought these checks and gave you these big prizes, but he just never was. And my friends, there are some men...
So we just all let that fly. Everybody in the world pretty much knew that Ed McMahon was the PCH guy, only based on just the made up crap that we just passed around, and they made up on television. Do you really think Ed McMahon would have let all these shows have that in there and him not making money off it or something, or saying no, because he wasn't back then? Yeah, this is some hogwash. Okay. Anyway, you see here 1,700 views, and it just came out yesterday. And this guy, he's got 7,000 subscribers, so I guess that's fair. But it doesn't matter anyway. I had one on here that only had right here. Okay, this one's got 2,000 views. A couple months ago, it had maybe 800 or something like that. Now it's got 2.1.
Well, in other news, who among us hasn't seen Ed McMahon's ads for the Publishers Clearinghouse giveaway? Dreaming of who among us hasn't seen Ed McMahon's ads for the Publishers Clearinghouse giveaway? Dreaming of winning millions in the sweepstakes. Well, for Alan Klein of Farmington Hills and his family, that dream became reality today. Almost. It began with a knock on the Klein door this morning from two official-looking types bearing a check from Publishers Clearinghouse and a bouquet of roses for a shot, Mrs. Klein.
Oh my God, I'm gonna puke! Oh, I'm gonna puke!
please accept our thanks with a second place check for $5 million.
Congratulations.
Oh my God. If you're anything like me, you'll be able to pay a few bills with this.
Then the sneaking suspicion this is all too good to be true.
This is a joke.
Finally, the bubble bursts.
Do you mind reading the following into the can? Happy 40th birthday, Alan, from Sheldon and Jack. I'm going to kill him. Congratulations. Tell us your story.
And who he's going to kill are the culprits. Alan's law partners, Jack and Sheldon, pulled a pretty good 40th birthday prank. Happy birthday anyway,
Oh, boy.
Alan. You're not 5 million richer. Ads for the Publishers Clearinghouse. Hasn't seen Ed McMahon's ads for the Publishers. Well, in other news, who among us hasn't seen Ed?
Who among us hasn't seen Ed McMahon's publisher clearing ads? Exactly, lady. Exactly. Who among us hasn't? Yeah, that's the big question there. We all know what time it is, who it was. My goodness, man. All right, so here's the one. Let's just, this is from 4 years ago, 35,000 views. These numbers have all jumped up, folks, hugely. Here's one of mine that had about 2,000 views a few days ago. It has 8,000 views now, folks. Do you see that? 8,000 views? Yeah, that's a 6,000 boost in 2 days. That's big for my channel. I only get, hundreds of views on most of my videos, not thousands, so that's, thank you, Snopes, you dopes. But, anyway, there are plenty of videos made by many people, and the evidence, the proof is ridiculous. Here's another one, 1.4 views, that's one I've got downloaded. I was going to share anyway. Let's see. Howdy how. Tommy back here again with just a little bit more Ed McMahon, Publishers Clearinghouse residue. Let's go to the next one. Here you go, right here. This one's going to say, here's the transcripts. Publishers Clearinghouse, Ed McMahon. Okay, ready?
Aren't there laws against shooting campaign ads or whatever you want to call it?
Of course, that other one would start as soon as I start playing this one. Wow. Okay, so we're going to do this one first. That's it.
Gary, Wisconsin race. Because I got an alert saying I was officially confirmed as a possible winner of the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. Oh, there you go. The only one, right?
Yes, it's just you and you alone. You should go wait on your front stoop. Ed McMahon will be there any minute.
Here you go, play it.
What do you got?
I got a Gary, Wisconsin race. Because I got an alert saying I was officially confirmed as a possible winner of the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. Oh, there you go. The only one, right?
Yes, it's just you and you alone. You should go wait on your front stoop. Ed McMahon will be there any minute.
You gotta love it, folks. I do. All right, transcripts. See Ed McMahon, Publishers Clearinghouse. Here we go. This one's pretty cool.
No, Ed McMahon did not come to my house with a check for Publishers Clearinghouse. This is actually the new parade route for the St. Patrick's Day parade. Did not come to my house with a check for the morning. No, Ed McMahon did not come to my house with a check for Publishers Clearinghouse. This is actually the new parade route for the St.
There you go, folks. These folks clearly remember Ed McMahon working for Publishers Clearinghouse. All right, let's see what we got. See if this one's going to work.
In the White House, there's a series of campaign finance laws under something called the Hatch Act. And I think what's happening here is it's not just a video, it's over and over again, lots of different things. One of the solicitations that they sent out recently, at the very bottom in the fine print is where it said, you basically could read that to mean you don't have to donate in order to participate. Right. But this is the President of the United States, not Ed McMahon's Publishers Clearinghouse.
Not
But this is the President of the United States, not Ed McMahon's Publishers Clearinghouse.
One more time.
But this is the President of the United States, not Ed McMahon's Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah, wow, that's huge. Tell me it isn't. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed this little clip here with these 3 video clips of people clearly remembering Ed McMahon working for Publishers Clearinghouse. All right. Thank. Here's Moneybags right here. We'll take a peek at his real quick.
Son,
bacon for breakfast.
Everyone, thanks for joining me for an Ed McMahon Publishers Clearinghouse update. Back in January of this year, I did an Ed McMahon was never part of Publishers Clearinghouse video, which has almost 50,000 views. 1,154 thumbs up versus 87 down. Overwhelmingly, people associated Ed McMahon with Publishers Clearinghouse. Now, apparently, he was a spokesperson for American Family Publishers along with Dick Clark. I never even knew Dick Clark had anything to do with sweepstakes. I never heard of the company. Always associated Ed McMahon with Publishers Clearinghouse. So this was crazy when I came across this, and a lot of people remember him being associated with this company. So I have this clip here that I came across, which was from weeks after someone put it on YouTube. So I wanted to share this. Real quick, I wanted to show you something from my video, and I'll put a link down below of my original video if you want to check that out. So we'll look at this here, and then I'll show you this clip that someone found from the Golden Girls television show. And then I have some reality residue in newspapers here that I came across that some of you might find interesting. So here we go. We'll play this here. Here we have some guy impersonating Ed McMahon. It says Ed McMahon on the check. And if we go back here, oh my gosh, what is going on? I know what's going on, but jeez.
Jason Shaw, Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon. Woo! Really? Oh my gosh. So here's the American Family Sweepstakes, which Ed McMahon was actually a spokesman for in this timeline, or whatever you want to say. And
not in mine.
I never ever associated him with sweepstakes ever. Everyone knew Ed McMahon and sweepstakes, whether it was American Family Sweepstakes or Publishers Clearinghouse. Well, where'd Dick Clark come from? I mean, these two were always together with this American Family Sweepstakes. It was always Ed McMahon and Publishers Clearinghouse. So that's what we're going to talk about here for the rest of the next few minutes in the video. So here, let's go to this here. Indigo Moon put this up in February, like a month after my video. Listen to this here.
Let's see how many views it has now. It had 300 and something that, but we'll check it out. I bet you it's got a lot now because people are checking out everybody's videos on this. I suggest you, if you are a Mandela effect video creator, you should make one. It'll help your view count go up if you want. Bring people to your channel.
Hello, this is Rose Nyland. What? That was I'm one of the winners of the Publishers Clearinghouse. Ed McMahon wants to see me right away. I should leave my Burt Reynolds ticket on the dresser before I go. Mom, get off the phone.
All right, so I found that quite interesting. So here's some stuff from newspapers.com we're going to look at here. This was an interview.
All right, I'm not going to play all of Moneybag's video there. I'll drop the link in the chat if you want to watch that. And he has another video on it and plenty of videos on the Mandela effect too. So check out Moneybags 73. All right, again, we're here today because Snopes decided to, out of nowhere, come out with a Mandela effect Ed McMahon and Publishers Clearinghouse fact check article saying that he never worked for Publishers Clearinghouse, and that has led many of new people to be searching out videos on YouTube and wherever else probably too on the Mandela effect. All right, let me see. Let me see what else we have here. Here's Awakened Saint from 2 years ago.
Ed McMahon was the spokesman for Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yes.
I'm reposting this video because more information has been produced and found proving that that's the case. My video is not a Mandela effect. I'm deleting the old video and I'm republishing this with the new information. So enjoy.
Oh, actually, there's a personalized letter here from Ed McMahon saying he just won $1 million. Don't spend it all in one place.
Most of us probably throw them away, those magazine sweepstakes contest forms, but a few Americans have won.
I will upload this to my YouTube after the show. Brian Stavely, if you would like to join me, you have the link. If you want to show any of your videos and talk about it, come on, bro.
Tens of millions of dollars for the price of a postage stamp. In the first of a special 3-part consumer close-up report. Tonight, Randy Ripplinger has the winners and losers of the sweepstakes. Sad to say, Ed McMahon has never marched up to the Gianola house with $1 million check.
No, matter of fact, we tried to talk to him on this series, but he wasn't really willing to do so.
Who are you supposed to be?
Who am I? I'm Ed McMahon. You won our special Halloween jackpot.
Who else? Come on, I've had like 93 subscriptions last month alone.
Those are all mine, Dave.
Thank you, everybody. What?
I'm trying to win the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes, okay? I'd like to be the first psychotic nymphomaniac to get a big check from Ed McMahon.
All right, look, Beth. I know you've had a rough day. I know this has been very hard on you. And I know you've heard this before, but I'm going to say it again because it's important, all right? You do not have to subscribe in order to be eligible for the Publishers Clearinghouse.
All right, I'm not going to play all of his video, but I will drop the link in there too, so y'all can check that out. He's got 13,000 views on it. I imagine if we ask him, he'll tell us how big a jump he's had in the last couple of days, and I'll show you. I'm going to show you right now. Here's my YouTube studio, and here is let's see, where does it say? Let's just go to analytics. Yeah, okay, 10,000 more views than normal. 10,000 more views than the normal, thanks to Snopes. Okay, here you go. Mandela effect residue. Just in the last, let's see, hold on. Oh, okay, right here. Yeah, 5,000 views. Just in the last 2 days, I think, because it's 8,000. It's got 8,000 views. So this is just in the last 28 days, it says, but okay. 1,300. This one had only a few views on it, and it's almost got 200. Well, it's got more than that now, but it's saying 194 new views. All my residue ones have gotten new ones, especially the Mandela effect ones, but 1,300 new views. So it's pretty crazy that people. It's crazy, but it's good too that people are seeking out. They're doing their own homework. They're seeing what Snopes says, and they're going, no, I'm not gonna just rely on Snopes, the dopes. I'm gonna go and look for myself, and they're finding our information and our residue. So that's the good thing. So go ahead, Snopes, do all the hit pieces you want on the Mandela effect. We'll take it. Let's see if there's any comments on here. Yes, sources. No. I guess you don't. I guess they don't have comments. I don't use Snopes, so I don't know. But anyway, all right. Let's see. Is Brian going to join? I don't know. We will wait and see. I'm gonna play a song real quick, and so I can hit the bong because it's 4:23 somewhere. Yes, it is time to medicate. So let me play a song. No, we don't want that. Yeah.
Watching the sun bake, thinking it looks fake. All of the skies outside are covered in goo. Smoking a big dew, watching the YouTube. Time to go in now, but what can he do? Staley's going live again in Centerville, searching for truth, taking some calls. Some people claim there's something wrong with his brain, 'cause he knows we don't live on the ball. Chatting and ranting about the moon landing, community strikes and hate speech on YouTube. But he's such a cutie when he shakes his booty. He says Neil deGrasse and Bill Nye take the loop. Staley's live tonight, but not in Centralville. No one even knows that's now what it's called. All of his subs know he's not gay or insane, but they know he's got something for Paul. Stones and flip-flops, McMahon and his truth drops. Plenty of proof that our memories are good. Mandela affected, the facts are collected. It's a beautiful day now in this neighborhood. Staley's streaming truth tonight in Centerville. Karen Bjorn, caller watching the chat. Some people claim we've got nothing to gain, but we know it's still and it's flat. runs north to south now. Most people claim it was once east to west. It's not magic mirror, but we can see clearer, 'cause everyone here knows that we're the fucking best. Stapley's premiering videos tonight in Centerville. He might be at work or even in bed.
Yeah, he's about to take a nap apparently.
Sometimes he claims he's going live on the main,
But he gets two Stavely instead.
he gets Stavely instead. Everyone, he gets Stavely instead.
Yes, he does. All right, let me do a quick shout out here. And my grandson just woke up, so oh boy, our time is limited. Chicago artist, hey, hey, hey. It's Brian Stavely, who's sleepy apparently. Voynich, hey, hey. RT, hey, hey. R. Jones. Salted Cedar. Mojo Shop, hey, hey. Neighbor. And Braylon's awake. It's going to get interesting real quick. Jellyhead was here too. I'm just trying to get everybody. All right. Anybody else want to shout out? Just say hey. So, definitely got limited now that Braylon's awake. Pretty hard to do a show with him wanting to touch everything. He did not sleep very long. Let's say that. All right, so I guess we'll just keep this one short. I'm going to upload it on YouTube and Odyssey and other places. And hopefully, anybody new that sees this and all the other Mandela effect for Ed McMahon, PCH out there, they'll dig a little deeper and do more research into the Mandela effect and see that it's a wild supernatural phenomenon that's going on, and that it should be taken serious. I didn't show all my videos that I have residue on mine. Let me just show, I guess we'll show this real quick that Brian made. This TikTok, I don't know if it's on Ed McMahon, but let's see. Oh, can I not click on it? Crap. Hold on, I'll get it. He did send it to me on Facebook. And Brian, you shared that I was live on Facebook. Nice. I didn't even know I was live on it. I didn't think it went through. Actually. All right, so let's see what we got here from Brian.
The Mandela effect and Ed McMahon never working for Publishers Clearinghouse.
Awesome.
You may have just heard about this recently as it's going viral. I can assure you that this is not false memory. That's a misrepresentation of what the Mandela effect is. In my reality, and everybody I've ever asked, which is many, Ed McMahon worked for Publishers Clearinghouse, and in fact, he's from my hometown. They will tell you you're just mixing it up with another company, AFP. But where do you get the memory of Ed McMahon going to people's doors with a giant check and balloons? That's never happened in this reality. Check out my videos on it, where I show tons of proof, including Ed himself in a rap video that he did, going to people's doors in a white van, asking back for his giant checks. The Mandela effect is very real.
We'll play that again.
Mandela effect And Ed McMahon?
I mean, we'll play this one again. No, not that. We'll play the rap video again. Come on. There we go.
Shout out to my people. This is Ed McMahon, rolling slow through the suburbs in an unmarked van. I ran the strip in the 80s, brought big fat checks to the ladies. When I showed up at their door, they would start screaming like crazy. Raked it in hand over fist, was on the VIP list. I was a verbal gunslinger, and my shots never missed. But now the bills have come due, and my credit score's whacked. So I'm hitting up the winners to get my checks back. Hi, Ed McMahon. Remember I gave you that big check? I'd like to have that check back. I'm having some stuff would help a lot. Just a little bit.
And once again, here's part 2.
Crazy kids are right, I got a similar story. When I retired, I was famous. I had money and glory. Bought a house for $6 million, I thought nothing could touch me. Until my credit went south and debt started to crush me. Next thing I know, instead of playing gin rummy, I was scrambling just to make ends meet. It wasn't funny. Got a bump from the media chunks, but that was temporary. Life with bad credit was scary, so I got wise. I may have fallen, but I got back up. Now I'm back on attack, like a ninja swinging nunchucks. I told the haters, go on, take a hike. It's my show now, and I can do what I like. F to the R, please, people. I know how to spell it. I hit their website up, and now I'm here to tell it. Head to the Mac, to the man with the plan, to go and get my Mac mojo back again.
Should have said, get my big checks back again. Oh, dear. Oh, thanks for making that TikTok video, Brian. Very good, very good. And do check out Brian's Mandela effect videos. And I'm gonna have to cut this short. Hold on, Braylon, I'll be over there in just a minute. Jennifer Kingsling, hey, good to see you. And Rob the Truth, y'all both just came in or decided to say hi. Braylon just woke up from his nap, so he is ready to get some papa hugs and all that good stuff. So all right, well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. And definitely keep. Oh, I see you too, ZB, THC, Jack Boys. Hey. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Thank you for coming through. And yeah, just make videos on this topic right here, on this on the McMahon effect, and it'll boost your channel, and it'll help us get the word out there that this is real. All right, folks, have a good one. I got to get off of here. I'll be back as soon as possible. Tommy here, Tommy out. Much love. Thanks.